Hello, this is Desmond Pringle, and my Graduate with Honors project is a React Native app that I came up with the idea of combining a cafe with a co-working like space that was geared towards the sports fan. A place that one can rent out various size rooms on game days, and these rooms were set up as sort of a mini game room slash private bar. My goal was to really try and learn mobile development, which was one of the main reasons that drew me towards Nucamp. The technologies that I used were, of course, React and React Native. I used React hooks in the photos component, and I also incorporated a JSON server to serve up images and also to prepare to use Express for the backend server. The app starts with a welcome screen and an option to reserve a room. During the backend course, I want to add the option to have a secure login. Clicking the reserve a room opens up a reservation modal, which allows you to choose a number of days, the number of guests, choose a date, and click search. Clicking search for now just opens up another reservation modal, which just shows you the options that you've chosen. But again, once I add a database for the back end, I want to be able to have this verify and see if these options are actually available. And if they are, it lets you go ahead and click reserve. And if not, you can go back and choose a different set of options. You can click on the icons next to the header titles, which allow you to open up the side menu as well as drag to the right. And this shows you different menu options. We have home, which we just came from, and we have room pricing, which is next. This is just shows where the different types of rooms that you can rent. These were made using a simple card, and clicking the reserve button just opens up the reservation mode that we seen earlier. You have your day pass, you have where you can reserve an office space for a month, or you can purchase a cafe membership. Next up, we have room photos, which just shows you a sample of the different types of room options that are available that you can kind of scroll through. You have your balcony views for some rooms. You have your game rooms that you can see that are available, and you have some pictures from the cafe space that's available. Next up, we have the menu, and clicking on this button, the appropriate button, opens up a menu for the breakfast or either lunch. For right now, it just shows a picture, but again, once I add a database for a backend, I wanted to be able to have this data dynamically generated and fill out a menu options. One of the main challenges that I came up against was creating the backgrounds for the headers, just reading through the documentation, going through trying to figure out how to get like a blurred image here, or getting just an image background for any of the other headers, and just reading through the documentation for setting the default navigation options was kind of a little tricky, but I actually ended up going through those and figuring out how to get these to set correctly. Some of them I used a image background, which actually allows you to go in and set the different images that I can use and play with the styling for those. One of the biggest challenges I had was creating the carousel for the sample photos room, and that was trying to keep these in a category and still keep like a carousel type effect on these. It was just actually coming up with a solution. I kind of piecemeal together several solutions I found using React hooks and using using a flat list and scroll view to kind of get everything kind of working in style like I wanted to. Just reading through different documentation, I'm sure there's different libraries that he could have used to create a carousel, but one option I found was using React hooks, and I kind of used that to kind of use as a learning experience to learn more about React hooks. Yeah, this was a fun little project, challenging. I want to learn more about React mobile apps, so this will be something I can kind of make one of my main focuses of development, getting into a little bit more. Again, I thank you for your consideration and viewing my project. Thank you.